Hello, and welcome to my unboxing or unpackaging review of Warhammer Imperium Issue 1 and Issue 2. So we'll start off with Issue 1, obviously. Start off first. No one wants to hear me take off the plastic because I'll rip your headphones, so I'm just going to take it off and I'll edit this out. And here we are with all the horrible plastic taken off. So, in this issue, you should be getting the Primaris Lieutenant and the Royal Warden as well. And the sprues for the fellas are right here. You can't actually see that well. If I move the magazine. Oh, I found the other base. But there we go. So the Primaris Lieutenant on this sprue, get a bit better lighting. So there we go. He was featured in the Warhammer Imperium, the Indomitus box, start of 9th edition. And also the Necron Royal Warden as well. 2 sprues like that, like exactly how it was inside the Indomitus box. You also get 2 bases, one 32mm and one 40mm. That's one's for the Lieutenant and that one's for the Royal Warden. And the slots for their feet to go inside. Yep. Simple. A measuring rule of 1 to 12 inches. With some decals in the centre. You can't really see them coming up that well on the camera, but there we go. It's like a bit, to be honest, a bit. The Indomitus symbol is actually right in the centre. I just noticed now there's a symbol. Focus. Yeah, you can't see it well. There's no black background. Unfortunately, you can't see it well. There's some patterns on there. Yeah, floppy. Good if you leave your rule or your measuring tape at home and to hit like a sibling with. You also get dice, 6 little dice, quite small. I think like what 13mm dice. I prefer 16mm, a bit bigger for my big hands. But let's give them a roll and see how well they do. Okay, I'm using these dice. Those dice are going straight inside my dice bag. Actually, there we go. More dice of the dice bag. Not a bad roll, that. So, we've done the miniatures, we've done the bases, we've done the rule. Let's move on to the actual issue itself. So, Warhammer Imperium, Warhammer 40,000 Imperium, Deptus Mechanicus symbol, Auctioneering symbol, and the Deptus Sororitas symbol. Featured on the front is said Lieutenant and the Royal Warden, both looking, you know, angry at each other, I suppose. Battle games in the 41st millennium. 2 miniatures with this issue. Royal Warden, Primaris Lieutenant. Introduction to the Space Marines. Discover the deadly Necrons. Learn to play your first game. It's going to be a very, very small game, I assume. It's just these 2 miniatures here. We also got, like, you know, no one under the age of 3, 12 years old and over as well. Okay. And a warning. Not suitable for children at the age of 12 years. Okay, well, it's pretty grimdark in the future. It's all blood and guts and gore and horrible stuff like that. But let's move on to the actual inside the issue. So inside this issue, if you are new to Warhammer 40,000, then this magazine is for you. Okay, Warhammer 40,000 is a hobby all about collecting, painting incredible miniatures and taking them to war. In games on the tabletop, Imperium will teach you how. Get ready to take your first step into the battlefields of the 41st millennium. Happy hobbying. Ian. Signed by just a fellow called Ian. If you're watching this, Ian, awesome introduction. Thank you. And you've got the table of contents here. You've got Primaris Lieutenant, Royal Warden. What? HQ5, HQ4. Oh, those must be the pages. Okay, right. Space Marines and Necrons. The War for Rammus. Fold-out. Catalogue magazine? Okay. Primaris Lieutenant and Royal Warden building. Ah, right. So we got the symbols denotes what's actually inside the magazine. So at the top there we got, like, what? I know the actual issues themselves. Might be talking about them, to be honest. Like this page just here. And then we go into like lore, fluff, and information about in the catalogue. Then we got the actual build symbol there for the building lieutenants. Primaris Lieutenant and Royal Warden. I assume they look like paintbrush. Is a bit exposed on the camera there, actually. You can just see that. There we go. That's better focus now. So we've got like a yellow paintbrush, 2 paintbrushes together. And then we got some dice. A game unlike any other. Except for, you know, AOS and Warhammer Fantasy and Infinity and Malifaux and all that stuff. But anyway, move on to the Primus Lieutenant, a veteran Space Marine officer. The Space Marine Lieutenants are key members of the chapter's command structure. Each lieutenant is an expert in tactician and strategist, as well as an experienced and skilled warrior. They can be found whenever the fighting is thickest, bellowing orders and directing the fire of their battle brothers. Primaris War Gear, Near Volkite Pistol. This pistol is a modern version of an ancient Imperial weapon. It fires rays of heat that can burn through armour and melt flesh. Ooh! Even though on the tabletop is, in my opinion, not actually really that good. Helmet markings. So then we're actually moving on to some heraldry of the Primaris Lieutenants. As far as I'm aware, every chapter is different. So heraldry that you see on the Lieutenant, which is a white and red stripe, will be different in other chapters, I'm pretty sure. So, helmet markings. The colours and markings of the helmet often show the Space Marine's rank. Okay, fair enough. Compared to what we have in modern military, having it on your shoulders or having it on your arm. Storm shield. The storm shields can turn aside fire from even the heaviest of weapons. Ooh, okay. A master-crafted power sword. This blade was forged by the chapter's greatest weaponsmiths and can cleave through armour with ease. Purity, the personal heraldry and purity seals. The lieutenant's heraldry is displayed upon the tilt shield. Purity seals are usually inscribed with declarations and prayers. I do quite like purity seals on my Space Marines. They do look quite cool. Blade Guard Veteran. What's this about now? So, Lieutenant's mastercrafted weapons, heraldry, and storm shield show that he was once served as a Blade Guard Veteran, an elite unit of Space Marines. Oh, okay. I actually didn't know that. You learn something new every day. There's a small quote here from a Lanius Callius, Primaris Lieutenant, Ultramarines 2nd Company. What's he got to say? How dare the Necron filth despoil the Emperor's realm with their foul presence? Intercessors, fire at will. Assault intercessors, strike their left flank. Blade Guard veterans, on me! Let us break their lines and crush them to dust. Courage and honour, brothers, for Gilliman and McCragg. That is such a 40k quote. That is just like over the top and absolutely brilliant. You should really be a chaplain like that. Move on now. Oh, we actually got... battle record. What on earth is this now? This is all new. Bring your model to life by recording its details in boxes below. So name Lieutenant, and you can actually write down his name on there. Okay, right. Name D6 chart. So you can roll a D6 and give your Lieutenant a name. That's quite fluffy towards the Ultramarines. Oh, I need a dice now. Wait a minute. I've got so many, I can't decide. I can't find out which one is. Oh, this one must be from the magazine. I don't know. Let's roll to see what he gets. He gets a 2. I'm not cheating. There's a 2. So, oh god. Anyone speak Latin? In under Deacon? I don't know. I don't know these things. And it's got a little title chart as well. So let's go. 4. Champion of Ultramar. Now that's cool. My camera's shaking again, but he nudged it. Sorry about that. So you can write the titles down here as well. Oh, that's quite good. You can even name your pistol, your sword, and your shield as well. Give them a name. Give them some little achievements and little boxes down there. Like, you know, I killed a Necron Royal Warden. Oh, you can even do a D6 name chart as well. Let's go for the pistol. Number 1, Scourge of Corvin. Okay. The sword. Oh, also number 3. Bane of Heretics. I like that one. I might actually call it Bane of Heretics. That's like a relic now. And the shield. You can name your shield. Don't know why you want to name your shield. Just, you know, please protect me. 6. Grim Defiance. That is really awesome. I like that. And Purity Seals. Write blessings on declarations on the Lieutenant's Purity Seal. For example, I shall know no fear, for I am fear made manifest. That is so hardcore. Battle record. As you play games, record your Lieutenant's heroic deeds, great victories, shameful defeats, and terrible injuries below. Examples: defeat of the Royal Warden Amotep, I think I'm saying that right, I do apologise, in a single combat on the tomb world of Skorpek. Hand severed by a Necron hyperspace blade, bionic replacement issued. Ooh, okay, right. Move on to the Necron's HQ character, the Royal Warden Noble Commander. Royal Wardens are Necron nobles who act as battlefield commanders. Though they're utterly loyal to their superiors, they have independent through and are capable of adjusting their strategy to their warriors to ensure a victory. Now, something I've just seen here right now: command nodes, the little sticky dot bits from the top of the Royal Warden. I never liked those bits. They look a little bit buggy. Royal Wardens bear command nodes upon their skeletal forms. These devices broadcast the command signals that allow them to control vast armies of lesser warriors. Huh. I actually didn't know that. Two things I learned from this magazine today. What else have we got here right now? There's something else I saw down here. Bodies of Necron nobles are expertly crafted and adorned. Noble embellishments. It's got like a bit of heraldry and up along here. But no, that's quite cool. What we got here now? Many Necrons wield Gauss weapons, which reduce their foes to atoms. The Royal Warden's relic Gauss blaster is one of those most refined, expertly crafted, and utterly lethal of these weapons. It's a quite good weapon. I do quite like using the Royal Warden on the tabletop. He's a really good character in 9th edition. Necron Ability. Each Necron dynasty is ruled over by a single high-ranking noble. This ruler is surrounded by a royal court made up of lesser nobles who command their legions. Royal Wardens act as lieutenants and bodyguards for their superiors. High-ranking Necron nobles have their own personalities and ambitious and ruthless. They are not beyond plotting against their superiors. Lower-ranking nobles are kept loyal by command protocols deep in the mechanical brains. So a little bit of infighting in the Necrons. Yeah, not quite as loyal as the loyalist auction marines, but no, a little bit of infighting going on. I quite like that. And again, we got another one over here for the Royal Warden battle records. You can give it, his name, his secondary designation. So his first name and second name. We also got, what have we got here? Dynastic. I can't pronounce that. And we got like record of battle, also as like it was with the lieutenants, but a little bit more of a Necron flavour, Necron flavoured words and all that sort of thing. Move on to the Space Marines, a bit of lore about the exact who are the Space Marines. What I will do now, I will skip on all this now that it's getting a little bit long, otherwise I'll be here all day trying to get through this magazine. This is my first time actually seeing this magazine. I've not actually read any of it yet, so this is all new to me as well. Masters of Mankind, the Emperor, Rabut Gilliman, and we move on to some chapters there. We've got 1,000 chapters, so this is obviously, very weird. I thought it'd be Auction Marines and their successor chapters. This is actually just... 1 second, a bit of lighting. There we go. We got Auction Marines, Hammers of Dawn, Blood Angels, White Panthers, Silver Templars, and Dark Suns. For a second there, when I looked at that, I thought it was Auction Marines, Blood Angels, and we had like, the first founding chapters, but these are just like random other chapters you can paint your guys as. Cool. Bit of lore, background story on the Necrons. I do like this artwork. If you like someone who likes art, this magazine is actually quite good. Conquest was really good for their artwork. I like this. This is badass. I love that. Bit more fluff about the Necrons of the Silent King himself. Well, it was not actually. That's not actually the Silent King. It's just a bit of fluff about him, bit of lore, if you will. Move on to the Necron tier and the dynasties. So a bit of background lore about who the Necron tier are, were, have been. Damn light. There we go. How to build. How to build your lieutenant and your primaris lieutenant and your Royal Warden. Yeah, straightforward. Clip here, components, lining up, how to build primaris lieutenants, 1, 2 steps. Hey, easy, done. There's actually quite a few pieces in this model. Yeah, 40mm base as well. And I think as well, if you're ever confused, that should line up perfectly, and it does. So that's your 40mm base. If you were to get like a 32mm base, you notice that, oh, hang on a minute, it looks a bit too small. There's a reason for that. That's 32, not 40. I like that. They started doing that in, thinking the Indomitus instructions to build all the stuff inside. They had a circle there for your base. You know exactly which one you're getting. Easy to build. I've noticed in the top left, right hand corner, push fit, no glue, tools required. I'll get onto that in a second. That's got me a little bit concerned with this. and also how to build your... Oh, damn lighting. See, there's a glossy finish on the magazines with just glares lights. That's not good for this. So we've got joints, clip here, clipping, and lining up. Where's my pointy thing? There we go. Okay, I'm blind. That'll do. So yeah, these simple steps. Oh, it's actually 4 steps. Bit tougher to build, so yeah, twice the challenge. How to paint Citadel miniatures. Basically a bunch of paint and just throw it on the model. Job done, really. No, there's basically looks like a bit of a guide how to actually paint your miniatures. Sort of. Not really. Just talking about it, how to paint it, really. Painting miniatures is an enjoyable and creative part of Warhammer 40,000 hobby. It brings entire armies and battlefields to life on the tabletop. Read to learn how you will use Citadel colour system to paint your models, with the guides included in your Imperium collection. Okay, right, yeah, so I think it's a overhaul, not overhaul, it's like a, how to paint section is going to be basically this, and it's detailed in yellow. So build is in blue, how to paint is in yellow, because I think you can actually later on rip the magazine apart. It's held together by a small amount of glue, rip it apart, make some binders. I think you get some binders if you subscribe to Premium, and then you just go, oh, I need to know how to paint a Primaris fella. So just flip over to that page inside your binders, and then it should be there for you ready. So yeah, Citadel colour system, it basically shows you the colours that you'll need for... Oh, God. The glossy finish of the magazine, I don't like it. Base paints, shade paints, layer paints, and technical paints. Okay, so basically tells you what step-by-step guide, really. And finished models. So your models should look something like this by the end of it. Oh, that's false advertising. A game unlike any other. Two fellas playing 40,000. Green at the top there. A playthrough number 1. And they're talking about how to play the game, really. I think just overall about exactly what the game is. War gear, tools of war. So looks like inside the magazine you get yourself models, magazine, battle mat, range ruler, dice, wound markers, objective markers. Oh right, so there might be in the pile of other stuff I got around the corner. So you get that with it as well. That was not bad for $2.99, I suppose. First Contact Warzone Ramus. And we've got a little bit of Halt the Awakening, Restore Dominance. A little bit of background fluff for the battle I think you're about to have in the next page. Yes, it shows rules and setups. So we've got a small little data sheets for each unit. We've got the Primaris Lieutenants, movement 6, ballistic skill 2, wounds 5, 3-up save. Ballistic skill, where's weapon skill? Odd. Royal Warden, movement 5, ballistic skill 3, wounds 4, 3-up save. Gas Blaster 2 dice, Neovolkite Pistol 2 dice. Very basic. No special rules here, no re-rolling ones, no They Shall Know No Fear, no Bolt of Discipline, no reanimation protocols. Basic just to start your first game. And the board was quite basic. Lieutenant over here, Royal Warden over there, Objective 2, Objective 1, Objective 3. If only all 40k games were that simple. Necrons going into a little bit turn stages, move and shoot. So it looks like Necrons get turn 1. Yeah, that's not bad. That means it instantly won. Basically, it's a step-by-step guide on how to play a game. It's literally Necron player moves a Royal Warden 5 inches towards an objective. The Necron player shoots the lieutenants with his relic Gauss Blaster. Then part 3, the Necrons players picks up and rolls 2 dice in the relic Gauss Blaster. As a Royal Warden's ballistic skill was 3-up, they need to check the dice and results of 3 or more. So it's a step-by-step guide. It's like almost like watching the bat rep, but you're actually doing it yourself. And then it goes to what the lieutenant's actually going to do next. So you will follow this game, or you will not have fun, basically. Follow this guide, you will not have fun. So the lieutenant gets hit, and it's got like a it's got like a crackly effect around him, or a Gauss crackly effect around this fella. And he suffers 1 wound, you get a 1 wound marker. And then he moves on to the Space Marine's turn. He's firing 2 shots from his Neovolkite pistol at the Royal Warden. Okay. Like I said, this magazine is for beginners there. If only all games had these cool laser effects. Much cooler. Oh! End of the magazine now. Space Marines. This is, what is it? Turn... saves and saves and allocating wounds. So yeah, it goes on to basically how to allocate wounds and all that. I'm not going to go into how to play the game. You want to learn how to play the game, there's plenty of other videos out there. Last page, Imperium Magazine. Never miss an issue, 1 of 40,000 Imperium with the fantastic subscription. I'll get onto that in a second. And the back page, we got what you are getting in issue 2. So we've got Necron Warriors, Rune Lord, Brass and Brush. A new playthrough. Ooh. So we've got Brush, Rune Lord Brass base paint, the Necron Warriors themselves, and issue 3 if you're coming out very shortly. It'll be the Assault Intercessors pack of 3, Macragge blue paint, and Fight in Close Combat. So that's why I didn't have close combat stats for the Lieutenant and the Royal Warden. They can't hit stuff in melee, only shoot. So yeah, that is issue number 1. Issue number 2. Actually, one second, we've got other stuff to look at first. There's, oh god, this one's falling over. This is the battle mat. So you can just get it on the screen. A, B, C, D. Wait, what? Go back to school now. So we got like little scissor markers around these objective markers, around the wound counters, objective markers, to cut this out and use for your game. No, simple, straightforward. Oh, I like this one. This is a bit more interesting than just, you know, orange. This is all Necron here. Feels like I'm playing 40,000 Mechanicus now on the PC. This is actually quite cool. I like the background. Again, it's just glossy card. Really thin, and that's it. It is quite small. It's, let's use the rule. It is about 11 inches tall and 14 inches. Let's call it 14 inches. So yeah, very small. You won't be able to fit a 2,000 point army on here. So yeah, there's the battle mat. That's using the scenarios inside that first issue. What have we got here now? So we've got Imperial Task Force. Eager to take the fight to the Necron foe, the Ultramarines gather aboard their starships, ready to deploy on the Ramus system. Okay, right, a little bit of fluff here, more fluff as well, but the Ultramarines, because there's so much of it. The Ultramarines are one of the most famous Space Marine chapters. They have served the Emperor for 10,000 years. The Ultramarines attached to the Task Force, Roman numerals XV-15, have been chosen to act as a spearhead of the Imperial force, entering the system ahead of their allies and establishing a beachhead in the system. Why do we call beachhead? Is it in space? I don't know, void space? I don't know. Oh, invasion of Ramus. Ooh, that's quite a cool thing. Look at, oh, 1 second. A little bit of lore about the Necron dynasty. I can't pronounce it, obviously. A little bit of lore fluff about them. Another great piece of Necron artwork right there. Do quite like that one. But this fella, ooh, centerfold. Avert your eyes, kids. Now, the first battle of Magnara. I thought they're going into Ramus. There we go. We got a. Oop. This is artwork from the Indomitus box. That is what you got in the Indomitus box. You've got all the characters there. You've got the, oh god, the shine. We have got down here, we've got the Primaris Chaplain, we got the Primaris Captain, the Primaris Lieutenants right there, the Blagar Veteran, the Outriders. Oh, there's something else here. That wasn't in the Indomitus box. That is the ATV, Assault Intercessors, and the Heavy oh no, the Eradicators up there, of course. But one thing there added extra. And we move on to the Necron side now. We have got the Royal Warden, which is just here. The Skorpek Lord, the Destroyer, Skorpek Destroyers, Royal Warden, Reanimator, the Plasma Scythe, I believe, bunch of Necron Warriors, and the Necron Scarabs. Showing you basically what you'll get in the future if you start collecting this magazine. I like that. I do like a piece of models set up looking absolutely awesome. I wish I knew how to take pictures like this. Absolutely fantastic. I've got the back side. Oh, yep, of course. And then, oh, the War of Ramus. So we're talking about here the first battle of Magnara. I assume that's a province on Ramus. Oh, nope. On Ramus. It just goes over the layout of the system, really. Who's attacking where. Ramus is in the centre. They've got a moon. Oh, Magnara's a moon. It's a moon off the... it's off Ramus. Okay, moves into say like, you know, oh, the Ultramarines are attacking here. I assume the Necrons actually live on Ramus. I'll read the lore later on. And I got something, something else in this first issue. Free poster inside with the Yorkshire Marine Prime Minister Lieutenant on the front. So I assume this is going to be absolutely gigantic, and I will not be able to fit it in screen. Oh, right, okay, we got some stuff on the inside as well. Welcome to the Imperium. Can I please leave? It sounds like an awful place. There's nothing but war, death, and shouty people. Okay, this is getting a bit... So, let's just fold this. Oh, we've got an overview of everything you'll be getting in this magazine collection. That is a lot of models, so keep you satiated for quite some time. Brilliant. A bit more artwork up here. Lieutenant, Royal Ward. That's not the Royal Warden. Is it? No, that's a Necron Overlord. Hang on a minute. So I've just noticed now that who you actually get on the front is the Prime Minister's Lieutenant, and you get the Overlord. The Necron Overlord is not the Royal Warden. Oh. False advertisement. No. That's fine. Oh, I just threw it on the floor. What else have we got? Oh god, this is getting... Oh no. Oh crap. 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. There we go. I won't be able to get this in shot, but again, that Lieutenant is everywhere, and the Overlord there as well. This is a cool poster. Okay, he's got massive lines and creases inside, but it's huge. I'm not going to measure it out. It's, take my word for it, it's big. There we go, just trying to fit it around battle games in the 41st millennium. That is going straight in my wall in a minute. Do I have any blue tack? I think I do. Anyway, whoa, that is huge. Oh, there we go. So, information on the back of said poster. Subscribers gifts. Free plastic glue, clippers and mold line remover. Free medium layer brush, medium shade brush, large base brush. Free binders and dividers. See, I thought we got binders and dividers. Free high quality art prints. I'm looking forward to those. And free painting handle. Be useful to have one of those. And also premium subscription as well. Premium 1. Chaos Sorcerer, Chaos Space Marines, Greater Possessed. Only paid only £2 per issue. $4 if you're from Australia, because, you know. Premium Edition 2. Broodlord, Greater... Nope. Gene Stealer Brood, beg your pardon. Tormagant Brood for Tyranids. We also got... trying to get the, there we go. The Tau Empire. Fireblade, Fire Warrior Strike Team, and Stealth Battlesuits. Then we move on to the Orcs. Big Orc with Shock Attack Gun, Orc Boys, and Orc Gretchen. I think I said that wrong. It's actually Big Mech with Shocker Attack Gun. There we go. I think I said Orc right. That could be a translator one of these days. But that's that. Oh god, that was just issue 1. You get so much inside issue 1. Right, issue 2. Right, issue 2 is out of the Infernal Plastic. So, what do you get issue 2? Straight out the bag, obviously the magazine itself, issue number 2. You get the sprue. I'll actually move the mag out of the way so you can see. Whoops. This is a squad of 3 Necron Warriors. Basic, quite simple. We've got the back torsos right there. You've got the, whoops, let me get something to point with. You've got the arms to hold the Gauss blasters. You get 3 heads, 3 torsos, and 3 Gauss blasters. These fellas don't come with the Gauss Reapers, only the Gauss blasters, so you're stuck with them, unfortunately. But they're really good test pieces if you're a veteran? I don't know. Person who always connects Necrons and only uses Gauss Reapers like I do. I like Gauss Reapers. But yeah, there we go. 3 bases for said Necron Warriors. Retributor armor. Nope. Rune Lord Brass. Rune Lord Brass. Not Retributor armor. The paints begin with the letter R. Rune Lord Brass. That is very separated. That's a damn good shake. I actually already bought some Rune Lord Brass to paint my Void Dragon before. So there we go. Got a spare one. And a Citadel starter brush. Literally says... Oh, you can't see the focus. Never mind. Citadel starter brush with a protective little cap on top of it. So yeah, not bad. I can finally start painting my Necron, not Overlord, Necron Royal Warden. So Like I just said, you get all that. Fight a new playthrough game. Oh, the Royal Warden's getting some support. Again, merciless Necron Warriors have arrived to join the battle. You will learn more about the Necrons and their Sarketh. Whoops, it is. Oh, it's all gloss. There. The Necrons and the Sarketh dynasty and the Ultramarine foes before building new models and applying the first of many paints to your force of terrifying Necron androids. Happy hobbying. Cheers, Ian. Thanks. And an overview of the Necron Warriors themselves. Beautifully painted. I do love this guy here. He's not having a good day. His reanimation protocol has slightly failed. He's got half his face gone, and that bit of his green brain showing. Ugh, very nice. So yeah, slight overview of what the Necron Warriors look like quite up close. So you need to paint to that quality. And we got, oh no, we're not got this now for Necron Warriors. Each Necron Warrior, if you're running a squad of 20 like you are in normal games, oh my god, you're going to have to name every single one, give them honorifics, name their weapons, name their left toe, everything. Nah, I won't be doing that to Necron Warrior, they die really easy. Some lore about the Sarketh dynasty. Oh, there we go. Oh, the Silent King has returned. Now is the time of the Sarketh. Now is the time of the Necron. The galaxy shall be ours. This is the will of the Sarketh, and so it shall come to pass. Pharaon Atmostep of the Sarketh dynasty. I think I'm pronouncing that right. The Silent King, a slight preview of the Silent King model, only a slight mugshot there, not the actual full-blown model itself. But there's more lore here about, and even shows where Necron Tomb Worlds, and it shows where the Sarketh are coming from. I like that. I mean, we'll be giving this a read later on. I'm not being, I am going to give this a damn good read later on with a nice coffee. So, Ultramarines, Warriors of Macragge. We know nothing about the Ultramarines. Yeah, they're too good and da-da-da-da-da-da. More again about the Ultramarines. Ah, classic Marines in the background there as well. Guilliman as well, standing up there proud. And the tallest Marine will be even taller. A stand on the rock, piece of terrain. Is that a lightning even coming out? Yeah, it is, yeah. Imperium Magazines, they're glossy. How to build the Necron Warriors. This has got one step. One step as compared to the Royal Warden. Very simple to go on these guys. It's just literally get the torso, back of the torso and get the legs. Pop the arm that's holding the weapon, the left arm. Pop the arm that's holding the weapon into the torso. Put the chest plate on and put the head onto the neck and then the legs onto the base. That simple, straightforward. I've built quite a few Necron Warriors. They are very, very easy. Right, so easy to build. Push fit, no glue, tools required. Clipper safety to cut these components from the sprue. Carefully squeeze clippers until the blades meet. The clippers and sprue can cause injury if misused. Children should ask an adult for help. There you go, you have been told. Don't use sharp clippers. Oh, more instructions for the Necron Warriors. I assume to build the other dudes with the other numbers, so number 6, number 7, number 10 and all that corresponding. How to paint Citadel miniatures. Can we just go over this? Oh, this is like, oh right, sorry, excuse me. Hobby area. Before you start painting, you need to set up a hobby area. It's important that your hobby area is well lit so you can see what you are painting. Painting can be messy, so it is a good idea to cover the surface you are painting with some old newspaper or cloth. I love how they said to cover it in your old newspaper and cloth and haven't done it in the image. Alright? Practice what you preach. Getting started with Citadel tools. Using a water pot. So, where's my water pot? They show a water pot. They haven't given you one. I don't think you're even getting any in Premium Subscription either. That's very, very odd. Paints and brushes. Opening paints. Wow, this is basic. This is like my kid's first Warhammer. Where's our paint gone? So what? You get the paint. Right, how do I get inside it? No. No. Oh, it's the lid. Oh, I didn't know. So I'd be patronising. But there it says, shake your paints gently and carefully flip the lid backwards. A small clip from the back keeps the lid open where you collect paint on your brush. When using the pot, make sure that the lid clicks into place properly. None of that is true with these guys, alright? Yeah, you shake them very vigorously. You throw them out the window. You get a vortex paint shaker to shake your paint. You put a metal ball in there. You cant to the chaos gods and make sure that your paint is mixed properly. You flip open the lid and it doesn't stay open. Some of them do, some of them don't. Hit or miss. Preparing to paint is literally just saying putting paint on your paintbrush. It's fine if you're a beginner and new to that. That's absolutely fine. If you never painted before, you need a guide, and well, to be honest, Warhammer Imperium so far has done quite a good job of it. And actually showing you how to paint the Necron Warriors. Oh god, oh dear. There is no base coating on here at all. This is just putting paint to plastic. No, I don't like that. But yeah, first coats, second coat, third coat. So he's just actually applying the Rune Lord brass as the base layers for other paint that he's used to. As you're applying layers of slightly thin paint, you will need to apply several coats to get a smooth finish. That is very important. Allow the first coat to dry before you apply the second, otherwise the paint will streak and smear. That's also very important. After applying a third coat of thinned Rune Lord brass, you should have achieved a smooth, even finish. And it shows you how to do it on the Royal Warden as well. Basically, get raw Rune Lord brass, thin it down, and shove it on your model everywhere. Except for the gun. Finished models. Not exactly finished. Ready for war, apparently. Next steps. Applying a base coat of Rune Lord brass is only the first step towards painting a collection of Necrons. In the future issues, you'll be shown how to apply additional layers of paint until your Necrons look like the ancient android killing machines that they are. Right, okay. Right, fair enough. Escape routes. Oh dear. Wait a minute, is it... What? Within the damaged repair complex, newly repaired Necrons have begun to come to life. Called to action by the commanders, a trio of Necron Warriors have been awakened and given orders. Reach the repair facility Canoptic Chambers and activate the Canoptic Plasma side. The robotic construct is capable of awakening destroyer cults. Necrons whose bodies bristle with deadly weapons and whose minds are filled with an immense hatred of the living. If the destroyers awake, they will surely carve the Space Marines into bloody pieces. Ooh, okay, ooh, gory. But it says, escape routes. As the Necron repair facility comes to life, the Necron Warriors within have begun to awaken. As they rise from the slumber, commands flood into the android brains. And don't worry about escape routes. Maybe, surely the Prime Minister Lieutenant would not try to run away. Surely not. But there we've got setting up the Necron Warriors there on the same the same board we did before. The Royal Warden's actually gone now. There's already Necron Warrior, Necron Warrior, Necron Warrior, and Lieutenants still in that corner again. Escape Edge. Are the Necrons trying to get over there? I don't know, but here we go. There's just a summary of the playthrough itself. This Ultramarine Prime Minister Lieutenant needs to move here, needs to shoot this model, needs to move there, blah 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 blah. It's just not an exciting game. It just basically tells you how to actually play the game on a very, very small scale. Quite simple, quite straightforward, really. It's basically the same paragraphs over and over again, I think it is. But no, it's, yeah, you've not played it before, that's quite easy to understand. And at the end, save, allocate wounds. There we go. So, oops, it's easy, trying to get in frame. Subscribe to Warhammer Imperium, issue 3, which has got the Assault Intercessors, and issue 4, which is slightly hidden in the background. What could it be? No one knows. Oh, it says on the back page. So, issue 3, you'll be getting the Assault Intercessors, Macragge Blue, Learn to Fight in Close Combat. And then issue 4, which I think is going to sell out really, really fast in all the shops. Skullpeck Destroyers, Lead Belcher Paint, the biggest battle yet. Skullpeck Destroyers, you get in the next issue, issue number 4, my favourite number, and base coat of Lead Belcher. You also actually get a what's he called again? I forget what he's called now. Little buggy dude that makes one of them blow up on a 1. This issue, if you ever see this in the shop, it is a great value for £8.99. Because I think a squad of these guys only come in the Elites and the Command editions of the Start Collecting boxes for 9th edition. About £25 these guys go for on Chore Trader, eBay, and other second-hand websites as well. But if I get these models for £8.99, that's fantastic value. These are going to go quickly. Get your hands on them if you can. But there we go. That was issue number 2 of Warhammer Imperium. Fantastic. I like it so far. Now, you might have heard before that I subscribe to Premium. Well, you're asking, what do you get in Premium? You get the things that you need to build the models that you received in both issues. Let's open it up. Oh god, came off of my hand. Right, here we are, the contents of the plastic bag. You get some Citadel plastic glue, important for gluing your miniatures together. Some Citadel snips and a mold line remover. Now, I've got a few things to say about these. Mold line remover, fantastic. You can buy other ones which are a little bit better, to be honest, from other brands as well. You can buy a Citadel one for I think about 20 quid. This is absolutely fine for what you're using. I have still got my original, a little bit beat up right now, from Warhammer Conquest on the left hand side one. That has served me well these past, what, 2 years now? Yeah, good for starting off. Not exactly sharp, it's just there just to remove mold lines. It's just almost like a key. The Citadel plastic glue, it does come with a... oh, it won't come off. No, it won't come off. It does come with like a really thin point tip. The glue is absolutely fine. I've used it in the past. The problem is with these leathers, they tend to clog up with glue, so you need a lighter. Get an adult to do it, obviously. It says flammable, and it will spurt out the top in a big orange flame. If you ever blocks up, get yourself a lighter, put it on your gas hob just for a few seconds, and melt the glue inside there, and make sure you don't warp the needle itself. The problem is, another problem with this, is that the tub that comes with the plastic glue, it is solid plastic. You cannot, you can sort of, but I'm really pushing down to make it squeeze glue out. For that reason, I do not like these. They're awful. You're better off going to Hobbycraft or any other shop and going to Revell, Contractor Professional. Basically, it's plastic glue and actually comes with a nib as well. And this can get blocked up as well. There's so much in here and it's squeezable. It is such squeezy plastic. Really, really soft plastic. So I recommend ditching the Citadel glue, getting one of these for about, I think, £5. Really good though. I've used so much of this stuff. Easy to use, simple. And the snips. Now, people say these snips that you get in the Start Collecting boxes, or the Start Painting boxes, I should say, and Warhammer Conquest and Imperium are pretty bad. They're not. This one I've had for 6 years, and it has not given up on me yet. Watch it snap now in the video. But no, 6 years, it has done every miniature that I actually own. And it has not given up. Squeaky though, I'm getting WD-40 on that. It's not giving up the ghost. It's still there, it still clips, it hasn't worn down or anything. These are perfectly fine. I still use them today. I'm actually going to use them on the Lieutenants and the Royal Warden in a minute. But I've got that one from 6 years ago, this one from just now, and there's one more in my drawer from Warhammer Conquest I've not used yet. Still inside the packaging. So if they ever break, I've got another 2 spare. Fantastic. So I'm going to go with a little, not a little tirade, but a little rant at the moment. The first issue, in case you've got what it looked like, this is the first issue. Inside shops, it was for £2.99 for the Lieutenants and the Royal Warden. And you get all the other stuff with it as well. You get the rules, you get the move that, you get the dice as well, which is all quite good. But when you buy it in the store, you got no way of clipping the models from the sprue or putting them together. although it says no glue, you still put glue on to make sure the model stays together, because you could drop it and then it just shatter into like 100 pieces. So it got me a little bit wondering, why would they put an issue out into stores without the glue and without the clips to get the stuff off the sprue? I thought that was a bit mad. And then I just remembered recently that, oh yeah, I did subscribe to Premium, so I've got the glue, the snips and the mold line remover. But if you're buying this inside the store, if you, like, let's say now you finish school and you want to go start collecting Warhammer Imperium, and you go to the newsagents, go to Asda or whatever, and want to buy one, and you have to take it home to build your first Warhammer miniature, you can't really, because you've got no snips and you've got no glue. So I thought, oh, that's a bit daft. And of course, you subscribe to Premium, which is only through Hitachi Patchworks, whatever. That's when you get the glue and the snips and all that. I just thought it was a bit mad. I suppose they want to sell it to people who are fairly young. So I think putting a pair of sharp snips and glue inside that, which is a solvent, it'll be no bueno. You have to be over the age of 25, or look 25 over the age of 18 to actually purchase the issue. Then I can see where they've done that, but inside the catalogue, or inside the magazine, when they're showing, oh, how to build the Royal Warden, clipper safety, push fit, tools required. Where do I get the tools from? UW, where? Oh, Hitachi Partworks, where I get the tools from. It doesn't exactly say. There's no advert inside here for where to buy the tools from. Yeah, how to paint. Telling you how to paint, we haven't got any paints yet. Fantastic. How to game, you can game if you built the fellas. You can't game unless you build them. So there's nothing there whatsoever. Let me have a quick look see again. So that's the poster. This is issue 2, don't forget that. This fella here. The only advert I've seen for any form of glue, any way to build your miniatures, is this: subscribe to Premium. Plastic glue clippers, mold line remover, which I've done. And then you obviously get sent through the post. But I do think it's a bit mad that they advertise the catalogue, oh, take it home, build and all that, without supplying someone who bought this in, like, Asda, your newsagents, with glue and snippers. So I might actually make a video now, if you're interested, into where you can actually find glue and snips for this magazine. Because if you're starting out, you probably don't know where to get these things from. But I think I'll make a video soon to make some really cheap budget ways to unclip your miniatures from the sprue and have a bit of fun with painting and then playing Warhammer 40,000. But there we go. That is my unboxing and review of the first 2 issues of the Premium Warhammer Imperium magazine. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it's gone on for a bit long. There's a lot of stuff to cover inside these 2 issues. There are a lot of new stuff inside the first issue, the catalogue, free catalogue, and the free poster as well, and of course the Imperium bits as well. But I'll try and make the next one a little bit shorter when the next 2 issues, the next 4 issues come out. But again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review. Goodbye.